Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome to the very last sprint of this. That sounded ominous. Of the semester. Hello. Welcome to the 30th of April, the last day of spring equinox. We've done it, except that I have not done it. I still have a book to finish, so hopefully some actual reading is gonna be done tonight. Hello, everyone. We have a special guest tonight. Although the special guest lives here, so there he is. 15 minutes. That's nice, because I have much more left of mine, to be honest. But it's all good. If anything, I had some circumstances, so as a host privilege, I will give myself a little extension if needed. So we're good, and I'm not far from, I have like one book. It's not a difficult book, so we'll get there. But I wanted to. Hello, Logan.
Hi, me.
I don't know if you could, because I don't know when exactly the mic turned on, but I don't know if you could hear him. Like, the very first thing that you heard in this sprint could have been...
Come on, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
But as a semi-tradition, although not a proper tradition, we do kind of log on onto the very last day.
Log on.
To just kind of debrief, I guess, and chat about how it's gone. But of course, today's special treat, I guess, is that we still have a dragon to reveal. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time so people can join in as well. There are specific scrolls that you can buy as well in the Emporium, if you want an extension. Just munching on dinner. Nice. But it almost feels like bizarre, because the dragon that we are revealing was for reaching 6 million pages, and by doing that, going over what we actually needed to kind of, like, I think there was like another 1,000 or something pages to beat the previous year's stats. So April 2024, we have totaled 6,008,927 pages. We have so surpassed not only did we surpass the 6 million, I want to say like a couple of days ago, a couple of days ago, and now we are, as you can see on the screen, at 7.8 million. 7.8 million pages.
Should just
and going
the
up.
6 on the art and put 7 in.
And I don't know.
Just connect the top of the 6 into an 8.
What do you mean?
On the art that I've done for the dragon.
Oh, it's fine. And I don't know about the years before 2022, because that's the only ones that I have noted here. But in April, we have never read this much. Ever. We actually have now read more than in the autumn equinox last year. So that has completely just surpassed everything. I think the only time from this that we have read more was autumn equinox 2022, and that's it. So that's the only one. Then we read 8.8 million. But how bizarre. So well done. Clap, Logan, clap. That is, well, I think it's suffice to say that the dragons were motivational, I guess. So I'm very for the dragons. I feel like that worked out pretty well. So I'm gonna gather some feedback as I like to do on the end of the semester, so we can. You'll got to bear with me, by the way. I'm so tired these days that putting sentences together in my mind is just like a little bit laggy, so you just gotta bear with me. But don't worry, this is why we'll have Logan announce the new dragon for us this time, which also is fitting because he is the one who drew them, so it just seems fitting. And as you can see on the graphic, I put goal 8 million because I didn't expect us to get there, nor do I feel like we need to get to 8 million. So it's not really like a goal, but what else are we gonna do?
There'll be trouble.
You might. Yes, you will. It's we can go through it together. That's why I put it in the thumbnail a little
I just
bit.
got another dragon locked up at the last minute. I'd be like, you got to get to 8. Keep this one free.
It was like some sad one looking
I'd draw like a really
crying.
sad, like, those little like memes with like the hamster with like the watery eyes.
Yeah, like the I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
No. Did a fantastic job for the dragons. Clap, clap, clap for Logan. Are you clapping for yourself?
Of course.
Yeah, so it's gonna. Well, actually, I'm gonna go through it when we're gonna get to that. Not in this chatty bit. I have seen. I can't find them anymore, but I have seen a couple of questions of how long we're gonna go for. These are not gonna be very long sprints. These are just normally a bit more chill, a little bit less structured. There's not gonna be like many games. We'll spin the wheel sometimes, and we will do the rewards from the spreadsheet as well, because why not? But we will have the dragon reveal, and we'll have the dragon quizzes, and then we'll have some like feedbacky bits and talk about what's good, and that will be that. So I'm predicting maybe like 2-3 sprints, so still gonna be like 3-4 hours or something like that. No, this is the last dragon. We were only meant to get to the 5 million for dragons. We already added the 6th one. It's on the screen. 7.89 now. Okay, so maybe I'm roasting. It's so warm.
Book roasting?
Book roasting? Never. Only just G roasting. Interesting. I don't love for dragons. Yeah, exactly. The 7th dragon was the friends we made along the way. It is like I don't know. I was expecting us to maybe do well and get the 6 million one, but that's why I initially only gone for 5 dragons, because I didn't want us to feel sad if we don't reach the 6 million. Never did I expect us to do this much, so there's that. I haven't actually even logged everything from my end as well. So I believe we shall do the dragon. Are you guys ready to have the dragon story? I'm gonna move this here and I'll make it bigger, and then when it's time you let me know and I will uncover it. So I'm gonna swap seats with you.
Okay.
So you can take the...
I'm in charge.
Oh no, this is dangerous.
Hey guys, gonna tell you a story about some dragons.
Chair's so creaky.
Let's get real close to the mic.
Don't.
No? Okay.
What is this, like whisper ASMR?
Yeah, dragon is
Don't.
rawr, rawr, rawr.
God damn it.
I don't know why it would like hiss like a cat, but okay.
If you want to highlight any comments, you just click on them and they'll.
That's too much for me.
Oh, that's too much for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got to read, I've got to speak. So, right, with the dragons successfully freed, celebrations are in order. You're cordially invited to the Dragon Rescue Society, where an absolute rager of a party is being thrown for you and your fellow students, with dozens of dragons in attendance. A huge marquee has been erected on the academy grounds, complete with musicians, dance floors, fireworks, and a colossal buffet. You receive a white gold dragon pin. Any society worth belonging to has to have a pin. and a place of honor at the society's table. And at the head of the table is the Horde Lord himself. The Horde Lord is the chairman of the Dragon Rescue Society, the one behind it all. He funded the rescue efforts, arranged the adventure advertisements, and has splashed out in a big shiny cup to honour the brave and capable students who were instrumental in freeing his dragon companions. And he is sat within the cup. He is itty bitty, like absolutely minuscule. He's a teeny tiny little guy, and he is very loud and a little tipsy. Wait. There? Here?
You actually have to really zoom in to see
He's
the
here.
dragon.
It's this one.
He's right there. There we go. Much better now.
Oh, the frame's in the way. Wait, no. It's
You're
on the
very good
opposite
at
side.
this.
The screen's here for me, so. Tiny dragon. So, as the other adventurers pass by the table, he waves his stumpy little claws, catching their attention, and bellows out congratulations, flapping his wings excitedly as he compliments them and just spews forth lovely things. As people settle into the tables, the buffet thoroughly plundered, he turns his attention to you, heaping praise upon praise on you for your efforts. It seems he's read every little detail of your heroic efforts and welcomes you into the Dragon Rescue Society, and it was by his personal invitation. As the sun begins to set and the fireworks and dragons soar overhead, he loudly proclaims to all nearby that he expects amazing things from you all, and that as long as you're a friend of the dragons, they will be a friend of yours. That's him. He's here. Can I make it even bigger?
I mean, you.
What if I do this?
You're gonna mess
No, I won't mess everything else up. And we should just score up that 6. There he is. Right.
How would this a Tibetan dragon roar? No, that's something else. Now you click.
How would he? Ooh.
So don't click that.
I won't
that's
click
what I'm
anything
saying.
else.
How do I make that smaller now? This is why I said do not.
He would be like, roar! I
is
am
what
the
this-
Horde Lord!
That's how this is how the Tibetan dragon sounds like.
He's right. The right honourable dragon. Rah.
Alright.
Rah.
It's just another version of
Rah.
a frog, really.
It's not. You don't have to play like a pond and you say, rah.
Why not?
It's a roar. Sort of. It's a sort of roar.
I'm gonna attack you. You're really bad with sides.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that it's the other side.
So to clarify, hello, because I feel like don't gonna get flagged on YouTube.
Get like dragon death. I'm in charge.
I was going to say something and then I forgot. This is the most chaotic, but this is like why I said it's gonna be chill because ain't no shared brain cell found here. To clarify as well, the Dragon Rescue Society is the society that was giving you all of these hints as to where to find the dragons. It is a very prestigious society that now you have a chance of joining by a individual special invitation by Sir Horde Dragon
Moving it so
Lord.
we can see.
And I believe there's a badge, but I might have not gotten it
City
yet.
of the Arts. So it's all your fault.
Okay. Fabulous. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dismissed.
Oh. Power is not so easily taken once given.
Okay. Dethroned. Power actually was that easily taken, it appears.
I surrendered it. It was.
Where's my mouse? Okay. Where did you send the...
It's not. It's yours. Because they look the same.
Yeah.
See, it's really easy for me and G to tell our phones apart because, like, that's what G's phone looks like, and that's what my phone looks like.
Disgusting.
You're just
Hey!
love you.
Okay, so...
Disgustingly lovely.
This was our last dragon rescued, but it actually did not need any rescuing. It was all a test for us. So let me just put in a little hole.
Yeah, the little dragon locked them all up, definitely.
No, the little dragon did not lock them all up.
It was a test.
It was a test. The dragons were still in danger, though. Not the origin villain story. Will you be joining the... What did I say it was called? Dragon
Rescue
Rescue
The Society for the Rescue of Dragons.
Oh, this was the wrong thing. Because some characters perhaps would not suit their personality to join. So for the interest. Okay, I feel like I've missed all of the comments there. Our podcast, that would be like the worst podcast on the internet. That says a lot, I feel.
No, we could do it. I'm a white guy.
It's true, you got the
DNA.
the audacity is installed.
It's part of my culture.
Made a document with descriptions of all the dragons and backstories. Nice. Could you send the story somewhere in Discord maybe, so I can put that in there instead of typing it all out? You had it written, right? You can
This
send
one?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can send it somewhere on Discord, and Logan will send it. Maybe in the what's the channel called? The history class?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Accept the invitation. Nice, nice. Okay. Let me just check where the badge be. Where do be the badge be? You said you sent it, but I don't know where it is.
I airdropped it.
So what?
Over in your laptop. So.
Okay. I'll sort that for the next talking bit then. I'm sweltering. It is like a greenhouse here when the sun hits and we're having like
I
a
like a beautiful
warm...
flower growing in it.
Aww.
And I am a weed. Strong, determined, unwanted,
Parasitic.
parasitic. Just popping up from time to time and causing trouble.
Alright. I feel like I am acting as if this is like Patreon sprints rather than public ones. But this is what you get today. This is it. Character loves creatures. Nice. You get it by completing the prompts that are under the dragon license. You don't have to do them during the semester as well. You can do them whenever. Ooh, good question. Logan, which dragon was the most fun to draw?
Lantern dragon is my favorite.
The lantern dragon. That's the
Yes.
water one.
Yes.
Oh,
Still like the design. I got
Interesting.
to be eerie with it.
yeah, but it's a cutie. Just
Although
like
it's got little
you.
lips if you look closely. It's like, mwah.
Does
It
it?
does. It's got little.
It has little
pout.
lips.
It has a little pout.
I did not see that. Character is moody, but she has the safest spot softest spot for animals. Nice. I know. Sometimes it's like misleading though. Sometimes we'll just get hit by like random heat bits here, and then the rest of the summer is like nowhere to be seen. So we'll see. It's just some days I don't handle heat very well. I feel like I'm just like sweltering here. It's not a fun time. You just accept, and then you're in it. This is it. You don't need to do anything. By rescuing dragons, so successfully rescuing all of them is how you join it. So you can decide not to though. No one's forcing you to stay and take the invitation, but always dreamt to be bonded to a dragon as she's fire type and beastmaster training, so it's so cool. Nice. And now you can also rescue dragons on the side if you want. My character said no, but meant yes. Nice. So we have 91% yes and 8% not my character. Why does YouTube always do that? Because there's always 1% missing. It doesn't ever add up to 100%.
It's a horde lord. He's doing something. He's pulling strings.
What for the numbers? Oh, you're right. We actually will get 8 million. That's bizarre. And it's not even the very end yet. We still have the entire day. Well, no, that's a lie. Some people, though, have an entire day left. I'm gonna go get ice cream when we go into the thing. Let's actually do that. Let's go spin the wheel, because I believe the wheel must be spun. And get into the first one, and then I'll sort the badge. Maybe I'll do some reading. Oh my god. Maybe I'll run away from this room. It's only just this room that gets so warm in the afternoon. I say afternoon, but okay, never mind. Sorry. This is the most informal. Oh, this is the wrong. Where are we? Oh, look at that. An ad. But not a shoe this time, which is big sad. Okay, are you ready? Oh, but I have to do a quick poll. How many spins? Here we go. You have like some seconds to reply. I think I will close it probably at the end of tomorrow. So like I'll keep it an extra day. Normally we keep it for a bit longer, but I feel like a day is fine. I think especially because most people did log it throughout the month now. Maybe 2 days to account for some... Wait. Is Australia forward? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
They could have warned us about so many horrible like world events, but they chose not to.
So, yeah, then end of tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I'd say so. We genuinely might get to 8. Oh, really? Nice. Same. Okay. Let me see. 5, 1. Shocker. Okay. Let me get my sound effects because the website... You would think it would get cooler as the evening goes, but I feel like because we're just getting the sun directly in here, it's like even more warm. All right. Okay, let's do it. So for those who are not super familiar, we spin the wheel, and this is... If you meet the condition that is named on the wheel, then you can assign these points for yourself. I'm gonna get my pen so then I don't lose count. Pretty much the main reason. And you just keep count of those for yourself, for your character, and then you can spend them in the Gold Emporium, either shopping for imaginary items or using it for any type of help that you need with your semester. At this point, primarily would be for extending the semester if you need it. Okay. Do you know what? I actually did put my eye drops just before the live stream, so this is nice. Everyone running for the eye drops. Oh no. I mean, I hope not. Imagine everyone who logged on gonna be like, oh, I wish I didn't, because it's all misfires and just came out losing points. Okay, let us... oh, let me make sure this is on sound. Spin number 1. Oh, that's very quiet. Aha, +5 if your current book is purple. Mine is not. Mine is blue. But perhaps. Yes, you can. You can do those at any given time. Yeah. Yeah, the next one is usually a little bit more full on, isn't it? But not not a misfire for the first one, so that's nice. Oh, it is purple. Nice, nice. This is why it's called Wheel of Fate. Was it up or down? That I need there. Maybe a bit better. Okay, spin number 2. Uh-oh. Oh, it's fine. That was so close to a misfire. +10 points to everyone in the House of the Arcane. So congratulations, House of the Arcane. You get 10 points. I get 0.
Nerds.
Why?
Because they're not my house.
Ah, yeah, because the Archivist is definitely
We're the jocks. Of the,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Next spin. Phew. Is it just me or is it literally warmer? It's warmer and
Yeah.
warmer. Okay, +5 points if your current read was already owned, meaning that you didn't go and specifically buy it or borrow from the library or borrow from a friend or steal, I guess, yeah. Oh wait, I get a point. Nice. Well, I get 5 points. Sometimes I forget. I don't even know why I track, because I am so terrible. Whenever I'm hosting, I just forget about myself, so I don't know. Like, there's no actual record. But I do have the previous ones here, so I could technically at least have that. Also, remember, if you this is a good time to remind people, I feel like, if you successfully complete the semester, you get 50 points. So those who have already finished the semester, remember to bank in those 50 points as well, because that's a biggin, you know. It can serve you well when come autumn. We have so many other things that are gonna be needed read. Nice. A double win. Oh, nice! Very fabulous. Okay. Spin number 4. +5 points if your character is in year 2. Mine is in year 3. And another one. Last one. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the same one, so again, House of the Arcane get 10 points. But once again, I thought it was on a misfire, so at least it's not that, you know?
Rigged.
Rigged.
Stop the count.
Alright. So, I got 5. No, that's not too bad. I'm happy it's not a minus. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, let us get into the first sprint. I need to like get ice cream or something, and I will sort the badge, and then we'll talk about some other little bits that we have going on and discuss maybe some books. And I will pop in a poll after I start the sprint, I believe. Let's do 45 minutes to start. Maybe we'll swap to 40 later. I feel like that sounds good. Oh, no, it's this thing again. There. Cool. Okay, I'll leave you to it. Good luck reading, and I'll see you soon. Hello. We have, as you may have noticed... Oh. So confused, that was my phone. Reached 8 million. I was hesitant to celebrate as soon as we did that because I am also very aware there's lots of duplicates that I still need to sit down and delete. But I feel like at this point, because we are now 8,076,000 pages read, we are for sure safely confirming that 8 million has been achieved. That is absolutely wild. I still haven't even logged either 2 or 1 book. So I'm part of the problem. Maybe I'll do that in the next sprint. I was trying to actually, like, I was getting some reading time, so I sorted the batch, which I will show you in a little bit, and then I read really not a lot because Zeus kept distracting me. He sat next to me and then kept meowing at me, but like very cutely, but just sat there doing nothing. I was like, what do you want? Like, do you want to like curl up on me, even though it's really roasting, but like I would allow, it's a cat, what am I gonna say no? And then he was just like meowing at me and like bumping me with his head, so I was like, you know, I guess I'm petting you instead of reading. But I did get like 10 pages, and my current read is instructions for dancing. I tried, like I sampled the audiobook. I do not think it's for me, so I'm reading it physically instead. Okay. So, how did you do? Hello, I'm good, thank you. I am very, very warm. It's finally actually getting slightly less extreme, but it was just like, there's something about this room is because we have like big window here and it just goes like, and it's like top floor as well, so it's like it gets really warm. We don't get a lot of like ventilation here, and this is not a place that has AC, so still need to log 1 book later. Nice, right? It is incredible. Honestly, this surpassed any type of expectation that I had, and then some. As I said, I think the last time we beat this number in general was autumn 2022, I think. Where are my notes again? Yeah. And we literally beat both of the semesters, this semester from last year, both of the semesters of 2023. We just really popped off this time around. So I agree. Definitely great job. And the dragons are free. 70% through the current read. I'm hoping to finish it today. I don't know how I'm gonna do it today, but I can get a little extension. It's okay. 37% of Wayward Son, your last book. Nice. Finished my last book. Okay. Reading an arc of the new Holly Jackson. I did not know the arcs were out. Very excited. Very excited. Also in a top floor flat, and last year I got an AC that you just put a hose through the window, and I was really so tempted, but there's some like rules that we're not allowed to have stuff go outside. Maybe we could get permission or something, because my mom was saying that to me as well at some point. She was like, maybe you can install it, because I just don't really fare too well. My symptoms really flare up. But since it's just one day, I think it's back to like regular programming tomorrow. Should be okay. It is the dragon effect. I think I have to agree with you there. About 20 pages left in my last book. Then I've finished both callings and the guild book. Nice. It's a sign we need to have magic creatures every year. Good luck, Logan. I know, I was kind of like already preparing him. Sorry if you can hear the road as well. I just have all the windows like propped open. Already finished a book today for the spinner wheel. Nice. Already done, but I'm here for moral support. We appreciate everyone who's just sticking around for it as well, just to keep us company whilst we are trudging along, those who have not quite yet finished, which is me. Okay, shall I show you Oh my god. I hate those loud cars. That was probably a bike. Let me find it and I'll upload it on the G drive as well. Okay, so the badge. If you accept your invitation to join the Dragon Rescue Society, this is a pin you would get with it. Oh, there it is in the corner. Wait, let me just... Ta-da! It's a bit hard to see. Why is the camera so light? Can't change it. Whatever, you can kind of see it. It's so light. But it is, I want to say, a wing, right? Yes. Yes. It's a very pretty... I kind of want to call it a brooch, actually. It looks broachy. Oh, someone said it reminds them of the Mockingjay pin.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. It's the round style, I guess, of the brooch. So yeah. So there you have it. Officially, I feel like this truly concludes the dragon rescue for us. Speaking of the dragons, let's talk a little bit about the quizzes. So as you know, we have rescued a little recap, I guess. We have rescued Trashcoon at the very beginning. And we all got an opportunity to take the Trashcoon with us. This did not need to be like bonded separately. It's not in the bond pool, whatever that phrase was. And then we got a new dragon every million pages that we completed and logged. From those millions, the last one obviously is Sir Horde Lord, and because he is who he is, he's not part of the selection. So really, we are picking between let me just get the names right so I don't mess it up. We are picking between the Starlight Dragon, the Petal Dragon, the Lore Dragon, the Lantern Dragon, and is that it? Did I just name all of them? Yeah, right? Ember Dragon. So there's 5 in total. You can either pick a dragon from the descriptions that we had, the little stories that we had. If you know in your hearts of hearts which dragon your character would bond with and which one fits you the most, you can simply do that. If, however, you want some assistance or you want to like play a little game, I guess, to see which dragon would fit your character most, we have a little test for you. So it's not quite like one of those like old magazine quizzes where you go whichever route, but it is similar to what you have seen before online, I am sure. Which tab is this? So, for example, we'll go through this together so we can do it together as well. I will upload these obviously later on Instagram as well so you can do them. I don't know if you can see them very well on the screen, but I will read it out for you either way so you can do that instead. So, basically, you think about your character, and also you can do this for yourself, like as non-character, like yourself as a person, separately to just see which dragon you would bond with if you were playing, or you were in Orilium yourself, because why not? So I thought we could do 2 dragon sheets now, and then 3 the next time we talk. And then that way we'll complete all of it and then you'll know which one you are and we can do it all together. So the way that this works is that you read the statement, and if that statement applies to your character, you tick it off. So, for example, this is the Starlight Dragon. So grab a pen if you want to count how many points you will, let's call them bonding points. I don't know if I like that, but we named it now, so tough titties or I don't. So total points available is 15. If you get a tie between a couple of different dragons, then you can just pick whichever you want from that, you know? Can decide between the Starlight and Lore dragons. Hope the quiz helps. Nice, nice. Not a familiar is different. It's like a dragon that you bond with. Familiar, I want to say, is like a slightly... It's similar, but it's like a different category altogether. Okay. Yes, of course. It can be. So, let's start with a little quiz. And keep your character in mind as well, because obviously you're answering for your character. Some of you are playing yourselves in Orilium, so that would obviously not apply to that. But just remember who you're answering for, right? So, for Starlight Dragon, tick yourself a point if you or your character love celestial themes. I'm just gonna swap to saying you, but know that I'm talking to your character. If you are a person who prefers night over day, another point. If your character knows their star, sun, and rising signs, or you know, another point. If the character would prefer to not be perceived, which means that they just don't like to be like center of attention, they just don't want to be looked at, perceived, you know. Another point. If you remember your dreams vividly, get another point. If you appreciate the unknown superpower trope, so this is in the books where the powers are, you know, unknown until they are known, get another point. If you love stargazing, get another point. Feeling called out? Is that for the not be perceived one? If Aurora Borealis, which is Northern Lights, on your bucket list, get another point. If you have already seen Northern Lights, but they used to be on your bucket list, you can still have a point. That's if you're playing yourself or if you're doing the quiz for yourself. If you prefer to read in silence and do read in silence, you get another point. If when you're in public, you feel like you have to have headphones or earphones in, get another point. If you are a sci-fi lover, be that books or shows or movies, get a point. If you'd be excited if aliens made contact, maybe like a little bit scared and a little bit apprehensive, but mainly excited, get a point. If you are calm in public, but emotional privately, get another point. And if you often forget which day it is, be that the number or actually even just is it Friday or is it Monday type of deal, get another point. And if you start daydreaming mid-conversation, get another point. So, how did we do on points for Starlight Dragon? This is too accurate. It is not, but close, you know. Not quite, but forget which month it is. I would say that you would definitely get a point. 12, 10, 9, 11, 8, 13, 10, some 10s, 13, 7, 11, 14. Ah. 10, 9 points higher than expected. 12. Oh, this jumped. Sorry, I lost my spot. It's okay. Me, probably 12. My character, 5. Interesting. This is why it's so fun playing someone so different. 5 for my character, 9 for me. That's interesting, actually, also doing it simultaneously. Then you can see how different your character is. It's like a little extra personality quiz. We love a quiz, don't we? We really do. Ooh, that makes me want to put in a little poll. Because I don't remember if I asked this, but if I did, I'm gonna ask it again. But I want to ask you, because I'm going to guess that if you're not playing yourself and you're playing a character that you have in mind, that when you were taking the novice path and then doing the questions for your choices, or what you do on the novice path to then be invited to one of the guilds, I'm going to assume that you also probably did that quiz for yourself to see which guild you would be in. So I want to see if your character would be in the same guild as you are, or if your character is in a different guild than you would be in. So this is what I'm gonna ask because it's interesting for me. You get my clickety clacks. Okay. Ten out of 15, kind of saw it coming. Nice. My character got 12. To be fair, her name is Meteora. I feel like that's fitting. Would have done terribly, but my character got 12 points. This might be more obvious decision than I was anticipating. Nice, but wait, maybe the other dragons will take you for a spin. You never know. Me 15. Oh wow, so you got maximum points. Nice. 12 for me, 5 for my character. Yeah, there would be some sort of equivalent. I think there would be genuinely like ones that just look like, what'd you call those things?
When you say what you call those things, it doesn't give me much to work with.
Not if you weren't listening.
No, not at all.
You know, like the things that look like headphones, but it's for like winter.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs. Yeah, it would be like earmuffs, but like obviously the artificers would have tinkered with them. So basically headphones. And probably I'm assuming like, you know, those like kind of I don't know why I'm saying I'm assuming, as if I don't have full control over here. It doesn't feel like that some days. Like, it just feels like it has its own life currently. But you know those, like, little earrings you can put on top of your ear, and they kind of, like, have, like, snakes and stuff, and it's like a little... Is it called ear cuff? There's a lot of ears going on just now. But I feel like... Sorry, I thought that maybe there was a wasp that this is trying to get, but I don't think so. It would be that kind of like contraction as well for your ear that could probably then play music in your mind. Could be cool. He's trying. Hey, no. Zeus, stop it. He's noticed that that door is open. It's open at the top, but I don't like him putting his paws into the gaps. Don't get hurt. No. He's talking back. Character got... Logan, can you check that he's not doing anything?
He's not doing anything.
Character had a tie between Crescent and Archivist, but chose Crescent. I think I'd have gotten either of those. Now I want to retake the test for myself. Ear cuffs, yeah. Yeah. My character is near enough to me, but still different to make it fun for me. That's the way to go. In my D&D campaign, we homebrewed descending stones to be magical ear pods. We call them stone pods. I love that. That's nice. He is, but he doesn't care. He talks back though. It's really funny when I like say to not do something. He has like a specific tone that he'll meow and being like, "But why? I'll do it if I wanna." Okay. Let me swap to another dragon, so we can do 2 of them this time, and then we'll do 3 of them next time. Let's just do them in order how we rescue them. So the first one was Starlight, the second one I want to say was Fire, right? So let me just open that so I can read it for you. Get your pens ready. Okay. Sue, stop it. We have guests. He's like trying to get his nose into the gap. Okay. It would be actually. Maybe I'll put that into the next poll. Okay. Ember Dragon. If I'm going to go by you again, just because that is how I formatted the question, so I don't like get confused. But you or your character love reading by the fire, you get a point. If you'll always stop to watch a sunset, if you can, you get a point. If you or your character are very competitive, you get a point. If you would be the first to talk in a group setting, you get a point. If you or your character are slow to trust, you get a point. If you are fiercely loyal to the point where you will not like do anything, I guess, but not quite like someone murders something, let's go, where's the body kind of thing, but you know, fiercely loyal, you get a point. If your character or you enjoy a challenge, you get a point. If you love dressing to impress, you get a point. If you dislike small talk, you get a point. If you love dystopian books, you get a point. If you cannot sit still, so you either fidget a lot or like kind of bounce your leg or your character, you get a point. If you believe that hot sauce is mandatory, to the point where you maybe would think that if you're eating somewhere and there's salt and pepper, you feel like hot sauce should be the third option that's always available, you get a point. If you adore the antagonist turned ally trope, get a point. If you would consider yourself or your character brutally honest, you get a point. And if you are quick to anger, but also quick to joy too, you get a point. So how did we do on that? Ooh, 15 out of 15. I like the reaction, like, uh-oh. Villain story always. Yeah, we did actually had that going for a little bit. Logan hosted some Orilium campaigns, I want to say, if I'm not making it up now. Now I'm doubting my memory. You did, right? Yeah, you did. I think we did them on like Patreon for a little bit for people who wanted to learn or join. I feel like that would be doable if I'm very happy for people to talk and find groups on our Orilium Discord as well. We are here encouraging D&D. I think I would be shunned out of my own place if I spoke against D&D. By Logan.
Yes.
We were actually working on something that I never really mentioned. We were still thinking about doing that, so I don't know if we should be spilling the beans here, but we were working on, how would you call that? Logan?
Yeah.
How are those called? Like the files that we were kind of working on to provide for people who want to play Orilium D&D?
Stat blocks.
Stat blocks. So basically we were working on like character pages for people who want to adapt their D&D games into Orilium settings. We never finished them, but we have started them. So that might be happening at some point. I don't know. Wasn't entirely sure how applicable that would be to people, so it took a little bit of a backseat. But just so you know, it's happening. 5 characters, 7 for me, 5 innate. Interesting, interesting. 9, 13 for me, and 8 for my character. 11 again. Uh-oh. Hopefully one of them is gonna get higher. My D&D character is very quick to anger, but he feels his anger is justified. Does that count? Yeah, of course. I feel like everyone who feels angry probably feels like the anger is justified. See, this is very educational for us. It's very introspective. I run too hard for this dragon. Okay. Where am I? Lots of people play it online, by the way. I think it's actually much more rare to play it in person at this point, because it's hard. Yeah. Okay, so there's some interest. What if my character scores low for all dragons? Do they just not get to bond with any dragon at all? No, you can still pick, but I doubt that they're gonna score. Like, we still have more sheets. I'll do the third one now, actually, and we can do 2 later. 10 points. Talk about trusting slowly and hating small talk. 11 out of 15. Nice, nice. And 8 for you. 9 out of 15. That'd be cool. Nice. Combine it more world with Orilium. If I try to DM something, they have a custom witch class and some extra wizard stuff. Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. Maybe Logan will set it up. He has the power. What would that group finder? I don't actually know what we would do there. Could just set up like a D&D chat channel in there for people. Playing Pathfinder on this house, but that would be adjustable and I would love that. Are you playing Pathfinder now?
No, AJ ran a game for a bit.
Yeah, I know that you guys tried Pathfinder. I've only ever tried D&D, but I also have attention span issues with verbal like games. I don't have that much in like video games, but when it's verbal games, I sometimes just check out and then it's difficult. So last time there was a D&D crossover here, my character almost died. Oh, no. I know what you mean. Some characters did perish, you know, so it could have been worse. I know we get the trash on anyway, but he needs a quiz page too. Aw, the trash goon. He doesn't have one, I'm sorry. He doesn't have one. I only made it for these 5. Not just yet, because we're still kind of revealing them, but they will be later on. Me and my characters are both very similar to me, so our answers are the same. Makes sense. At least my D&D character can die in this readathon. Not yet. Is this a challenge? What earthly character in her Ember Dragon, I guess. Nice. Imagine you would be like constantly like emitting steam. Sitting on that. Yeah, it's very, very common to do that, I think. Okay. Okay. Yeah, literally. That is it. Yes, no. And that is the sorting. Ooh, hot takes, but it's fun making a new one, to be honest. Oh, no, good. I'm glad. I played D&D in 1980-82. I would be really interested to see how much it has changed. Ooh, which edition was that? All we had back then was paper and dice. There are so many more things now. Yeah, especially online. I think Logan plays it on Foundry, I think? Yes?
Yep.
Look at me, I'm getting all my facts right. But you're not playing D&D now, are you? It's like other system.
It's Cyberpunk Red.
Cyberpunk Red. It might mean something to some of you.
I'm DMing D&D.
Hmm?
I'm still DMing D&D.
Oh, right. Okay, so he's DMing D&D, but as a player he plays in a different thing. Anyway. Okay. Sorry for those who were completely not into D&D for this long. Okay, so the third one is the Petal one, right? I want to say it's the Petal one. So let's go through that. Get your pens ready. Hello, Becca. Hi. How is your readathon going? Did you finish? I didn't. So if you did, you're doing better than me. Cyberpunk Red is fun. Would you say you prefer it over D&D?
It depends on who you're playing with.
Oh, okay. A non-answer. Very politician of you.
They're very different
It depends
games.
on
It's
who
like-
you're playing with, obviously.
It's like saying, do you prefer playing like Baldur's Gate 3 or do you prefer playing something else?
That's not a fair
Obviously,
comparison
it's a thing.
whatsoever.
I don't know, they're very different games. It's like,
Love Cyberpunk. Nice. Oh, there are 2 roleplay servers based on Orilium if anyone is interested. It's more interpretation and writing than strict D&D rules, but very fun. That does sound fun. We'll work something out with Logan, of what you guys wanted to be set up for. Maybe we'll just do a generic like D&D channel and then maybe threads for people who are trying to find groups or something. We'll figure something out. It's noted though. It's noted that this is something that people want to get into. Okay. It's all the hosting. It's like so much time is spent on like graphics and updating things and it's hard, you know? Although I really can't really blame it on this time around, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Pens at the ready. I keep getting on my little side rants. No rants. Side chats. It's getting dark actually. Let me just get some lights going. Right. Okay. Ready for the Petal Dragon? If you or your character seek out sunshine any chance you get. If you're in the park, do you sit in the sun or do you go for the shade? If you seek out sunshine, get a point. Do you or your character have lots of plants? If you do, get a point. If you love reading in the park, get a point. If you can never get enough of fruit or berries, get a point. If you would say that you or your character are shy around new people, get a point. If you or your character you think would enjoy watercoloring, get another point. If you delight in the grumpy versus sunshine trope in books, get a point. If you would rather get a massage over going on a hike, get a point. If you or your character find beauty in the small details, get a point. If you prefer to compliment over receiving compliments, get a point. Oh, I see. What does grumpy sunshine mean? It's just a dynamic in books where one character is very cheerful and the other character is very grumpy. That's kind of a trope. If you or your character struggle with procrastination, get a point. If you or your character love baking but hate cleaning up afterwards, get a point. If your character or you prefer sweet things over savory things, get a point. And if you enjoy cozy fantasy as a genre, get a point. And lastly, for Petal Dragon, if you believe you can never have too many pets, like that's just not a thing that you believe in, you don't subscribe to this belief system, get a point. So, how are we? How are we on points for this one? Oh, 12 out of 15 for me and 5 out of 12. 5 out of 12. 5 out of 15 probably for my character. Nice. 11 and 10. 10, 8 again? Well, we're gonna have to wait for the next break to discover if you'll have something that is not an 8 then. 8 and 7. Noise. 5, 9. Have 9 cats. 9! This dragon is 13 out of 15 for my character. Nice. 13, 5, 11, 9. A mixture of results, which is good to see. Good to see. We do want a mixture of results. 10 for me, 11 for the character. Uh-oh, tied to 2 dragons. It's okay, it's okay. We have more, and then in any of the ties, you get just to pick. Or retake it with being stricter if needs be. 4 out of 15, so not for my bookworm. 2 points. Nice. 11. I didn't keep track. That's okay. That's totally okay. You can also rewind once we start reading if needs be. 4. Massage, procrastination, animals got me. The characters, just me. So 11 for both. Looks like I found my dragon. That is a very high score. But you know, don't be hasty. There's still 2 more to come. Maybe you'll get a 15 somewhere. 5 out of 12 show track matches here. I feel like me and my character would have been very different here. 12, nice. Half of my reads this month were cozy. Nice. 10. Okay. How have I gotten a tie with all? Oh no, what was it though? Because if it was a lower tie, then that's, maybe there's one waiting. I don't know how many points I got, but I think it must be high because I thought I'll count this next time and then heard if you struggle with procrastination. It just called you out immediately. That's funny. This might be the one for Nelria, but I think I'll retake later when the graphics are available to make sure I didn't miss any. Smart also. Character is loosely based on myself, but the version of me I would want to be in this world. Makes sense. Yes, it has been released on Patreon earlier. Highest points so far. Nice. Just joining. Hello. Welcome. Going to have to go back and watch chatty bits during the sprints. Nice. This is only the second one. You didn't miss... Well, I was gonna say you didn't miss much by the dragon. And then us getting to 8 million. I feel like everyone said yes to love baking but not cleaning up. Perhaps, but then there's people who like really like cleaning. Or characters, maybe. Really tidy. So maybe they enjoy both. Or maybe they don't enjoy baking, you know? That's probably more likely than enjoying cleaning after. Jackson resonates with the Ember Dragon, but he's afraid of fire, so it may be time to... maybe the Fire Dragon would, like, calm the fire anxieties, you know? So far it's been 7, 6, and 7. Interested to see if any of the others stand out as a partner for them. Okay. Let us... I feel like I have been... Oh, wait. Speaking for a while here. Let's get into the wheel for a bit. Actually, no. I will do points from the spreadsheet because I want to put another poll up. I want to say from this round which dragon got most points, because fun. Starlight, Ember. I'll put a tie in, don't worry. Petal, Tide, and a rope. Okay. Righty. Let me swap onto the other screen. And we are going to have to go check my god. How many entries are there? 2, 6, no, 2, 3, 6, 6, 8. 2, 3, 6, 6, 8. There we go. Can you see? Not fantastically. Well, let me just move it here. There we go. Ignore that it's cutting me out. We're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it for a little bit. Okay, so if you're new to this particular bit, I'm gonna try and do it pretty quickly. Wait, was that character's G actually? The way that it works, I'm gonna zoom in as well, so you can actually read it. Can you see that okay? Yes, you should be able to. If your character entry comes up on the screen, you get 10 points. So, first one, either Micholio, I don't know why I'm trying to pronounce these names actually, so I'm not gonna. But, this character from the Archivist, for reading for restoration. Next, I really want to like get quite a few because I know the odds here are not always in the favor. Okay, Lucia Knox, I can pronounce that one. House of the Arcane, good job. 10 points. Next. If someone is actually here seeing this, shout loudly so we can congratulate you. Imogen from Order of the Crescent, well done. I keep going in the wrong tab. I need to double check that you guys can actually see that I keep getting paranoid. No, you couldn't. It was behind the cat! There, I'll make sure that it's at the top. Okay, there you go. So this is Imogen. Then we have Seraphina Saphira Starfall, a triple S from Order of the Crescent. Well done, 10 points. Nim Maglust, House of the Arcane, 10 points. Well done. Where are we here? Niska Palander, Order of the Crescent. Well done, 10 points. And let's do a couple more. Just trying to do them fairly quick so you guys don't get too bored. Santoro from the Mindwalkers. Mixing that in a little bit. Well done. 10 points. Where are we? Yelena, perhaps? I am very sorry that I'm mispronouncing probably most of them. From the Archivist. 10 points for reading for lore. Let's do 5 more. Or however many it's gonna be. Lena Ravenwing from Order of the Crescent for Inscription. Well done. 10 points. 2. This is Abbots from Order of the Crescent for reading for lore. 10 points. Number 3. Lanolin from the Archivist for reading for Artificery. I feel like we don't see that one that often. 10 points. And the last 2. Blue Pearl from House of the Arcane. Oh, for the LD Adventure book. Nice. 10 points. Oh, I should say 10 extra points because you get those points for LD books either way. Remember that also if you guys are reading for that. Was that meant to be the last one? Doesn't matter. This one's the last one. Banana. What a great character name, first of all. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Actually, 5 extra points for naming your character Banana. I think that's hilarious. And 10 points for this also, psionics and divinations. If someone is not here, but knows Banana, let Banana know. that they got points to add to their tally. All right, I'm gonna entrust this in you. Need to move this back on. Congrats, Banana. Perfect. We need to find Banana now. This is our new quest, new side quest. All right, let us go for 40 minutes. I feel like I've yapped a little bit long here, but that's okay. This is the closing sprints. This is the time for yapping, to be honest, because it's like after all the exams, despite the fact that I've not passed mine yet, you're just chilling and catching up, and that's how it be. All right, I'm actually gonna shut up now. Or will I? I will. Or will I? I will. Okay, let's go, let's go, because this is dangerous territory now. All right, I'll see you in a bit. fantastic. Thanks. Hello. Sorry, I forgot to unmute. This happens a lot. I was telling you that this is like Patreon sprints now. Today, the vibes, check out. So, anyway, it was funny because it rang just as Logan brought in the food, and then I was like, oh no, have to wait. But I said welcome back to the chatty bit, and it's the last one. And that I set up the D&D chat on our Discord. It's called The Dungeon. So for those who are wondering and looking forward to that, it's there now for everyone to chat about. And that's all you missed in my muted era. I did a tiny bit of reading though. I'm really enjoying it. It's very easygoing, which is something that I feel like I needed. 60 pages in. Enjoying it, definitely not finishing it tonight, but that's okay. We're gonna have a little extension. Getting super tired, that's very fair. As I said, this is gonna be our little last chatty bit. It is work day, you know? School night. So it makes sense to not drag it all too long into the night. 91%, very nice. Read a chapter of my book and then did some Aurelian journal planning. Nice. No reading but ate dinner. Fabulous. 150 pages left in my last book. Ooh, what is our poll saying? Where are we? Oh, I also uploaded the dragons into the drive because I know there were a couple missing because I got behind. Ooh, okay, so the poll was fairly split, which is very good to see because I was worried I'm gonna make some too universal, right? So this is very good because it means that the splits were distinctive enough, and that's the main thing I was looking for. So we have 38% that from those three got Starlight, 31% that got Petal, 15% got Ember, and then 13% tied between things. So
you said kettle for a second. Kettle dragon.
Got a kettle. Let me put up a little this is for spins later. 4, 5, 7. Whilst we go do the other dragons. So get your notebooks out again. And the next one on our list is... what is it? Lantern, I believe. So, remember to mark it for your character, or if you're doing it for yourself as well, do 2 at once. So, points. If you or your character would love an ambience room video and put that on quite often, get yourself a point. Another point if you find showers or baths very relaxing. Another point if your head is filled with curious fun facts and you're one of those people that, or your character is, that constantly have a fact ready for any situation. If you prefer rainy days over the sunshiny ones, give yourself a point. If you would pick horror movies as the very last choice on your preferences. So basically, if you or your character dislike horror movies or themes or genre, another point. If you or your character thrive in a clean environment over like a cluttered one or a more eccentric one, another point. If you or your character love reading by the water, that's another point. Random useless facts are the best. They are really handy and they are really fun to listen to. This one's very specific, and obviously if you're doing it for your character, there's still gadgets and things like that. So anything, maybe like a scrying glass that we had before, or like a crystal ball instead of a phone screen. So if your phone screen has no cracks, give yourself a point. Or if you think your character would not have like gadgets with cracks in them.
That's classist. This is a crack. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I've got your old one. Mine doesn't have a crack anymore. I take that back. Doesn't affect me.
It's not classist, it's more so clumsiness, Logan. But whatever you want to call
I
it.
just buy a new one.
Nah. That's not the spirit of the question. If you or your character would hate calling people and prefer texting or owls or ravens, or any other messages and letters, get a point. If you or your character prefer listening over talking, get a point. If you and your character must make themselves to-do lists, else nothing gets done, get a point. If you or your character would never be caught dehydrated, aka they love to sip on drinks constantly and just never really get dehydrated, get a point. If you adore a bittersweet book ending, get a point. If you enjoy a found family trope, also get a point. And then the last bit is go to bed early. Get another point. So how did we do? Just hearing these feels like a 15 out of 15 for me. I am so clumsy. I have a certain someone here that can relate.
Yep.
Didn't even deny it this time.
Why would I deny it? I've
You
never
literally
denied being
shouted,
clumsy.
classist!
Yeah, because as in like, oh, my phone's all beaten up. But
Because you keep dropping it. Am I
Listen.
lying?
listen, I think you're trying to circumvent a very important political argument.
Okay. Do screen protectors count as screens, or is it just the actual screen? I'm gonna leave that one up to you. It's more so like the characteristics, right? In this case, wait, what was it? Oh, I lost it. It jumped. In this case, I would say like an ideal spot, right? Whatever they would be the preference, even if it's not a strong one. Prefer to talk to someone face to face. Would I still get a point for the hate and calling? I feel like, I don't know, take that one out. So if it's just like texting versus calling, face to face, let's say, is not an option. So then the preference. 2 out of 15. That's my lowest so far. Nice. Tied with the Ember Dragon. What do I do? What do I do? You then decide yourself, or wait for the last one, because it might, unless you got 15 for those, because it might be higher. But if not, then you just pick. You decide yourself. The tie curse continues. That is bizarre. How did you get 8 for all 4? Only 5 on this one. Still Ember Dragon by a landslide so far. Nice. Still tied with the 3 previous. What is happening for you two? 4, 8, 9. Another 9. 10. 13. A little high. 14 as well. 13. Some 9s, 8s, 9s. Oh no. Well, clearly your gut feeling was correct if you were already deciding between those two. Okay. Just realized I submitted my final 2 books for Arena under... That's okay. It doesn't really matter. You know what you meant, you know? Getting 15 out of 15 on the Ember Dragon made this quite easy for me. Tied 3 ways. Have the lowest affinity with the Lantern Dragon so far. Interesting. Some of these, I don't even know what my character would prefer. That's some homework for you to figure out your character's quirks. Alright, are you ready for the last one? I I don't know if I can actually put 5 options in the poll on YouTube, which is a little bit annoying. Maybe I can. I'll check. Because it'd be interesting to see what these are. So the last one is the lore dragon, as you will know. Okay, pens at the ready, or notes, or an app. I don't know what you do with your life. Somewhere to mark it. Okay. Last one. If you or your character fall into internet rabbit holes very often, it's like a little habit, you get a point towards the lore dragon. Internet rabbit holes is just googling upon googling upon googling and just like delving deeper into one set topic. Just keep clicking on things to find out more and more and more. And at the end, the topic of the original Google question might be completely even irrelevant as to where you end up. If you cancel social plans to read, you get a point. If you or your character would like to annotate their books and annotate their books, you get a point. If you or your character love a documentary style of movie or lecture or whatever, you get a point. If your character would be someone who would forget to text or write back, you get a point. If your preferred reading setup is not by the water, it's not in the park, it's not by the fire, but reading in the comfort of your own home and the familiar surroundings with your familiar comfort items, you get a point for this. If you or your character would never be caught eating in bed for the fear of the crummies or some other rule that they have, just basically never eat in bed, you get a point. If you and your character leave most of what you think unsaid, you get a point. If you struggle to fall asleep, you get a point. If you have a physical planner, you get a point. Like a diary, I mean. If your favorite game is older than 5 years, or if your character emits the energy that their favorite game or favorite, like, LD game is not like a new release, but like older than 5 years, you get a point. If when cooking you follow the recipe to the T, you get a point. If you adore a secret society trope, you get a point. If you collect something, and that includes special edition books, or for your character, any type of trinkets. For some of y'all, it's probably gonna be implants, not gonna lie. At this point, I love how we started with like 5 or 4, and now I don't even know how many we actually have. At some point, we should count. You get a point. But obviously for... Zeus! Hey, Zeus! Stop it. I wouldn't actually count collecting implings, though. That seems a bit... Don't talk back. Such a little shit. And then lastly, if you and your character love light or dark academia books, you get a point. Come here. I'm closing that window because you are not to be trusted. Come here. Hello. Hello. So how did you do on this one? My character is definitely a lore dragon girly. 14 out of 15. First time I got one above 10. Nice. Tied with Starlight and Lore, but going with Starlight. Nice. Everlease collects crystals. Nice. Should have only read 5 books for my calling, but secretly read 6. The chaos I created. Now let's log them and see what will happen. Do it, do it. Maybe we'll even beat all of the recorded history of how many we read in one semester. I had to choose between Ember and Lantern Dragon. Lantern Dragon is, as Willow is, a water earthling. Nice. Ignore Zeus, because is what it is. Got 8 on the last, which means the Starlight Dragon is the one. Nice. 14 out of 15 is predicted. I knew it was going to be the Petal Dragon for my bookworm. Starlight it is. 11 points for collecting books counts. Didn't think this one would win. Interesting, interesting. Just joined. Hello, hello. I think the farm will start close end of tomorrow. So basically, I will close it in the morning of the 2nd of May. Zeus, please. I'm doing stuff. A lot lower in this one. Had a feeling Petal Dragon would be the one for my character, and I was right. Can you close the window, Logan?
Yeah, in a minute.
Zeus's problem is that you don't care about him now, and he wants attention, I assume. No, Zeus's problem is that he wants to go onto the balcony, which he's absolutely not allowed to do. So that is his problem, right, my guy? Where's your bag? Go have bag time instead. It's criminal, I know. Yeah, he agrees with you there. Shockingly. Okay, what did we have? 7 spins 1. Okay, let me close the window. No more for you. Little screamo. Okay. Not that that will necessarily stop him screaming, mind you. There we go. Now the complaints come in. He's like, I would like to speak to HR. Oh, but you're coming to me now. Yeah? It's like rubbing on my leg. So he's happy. Just chatty. Let me see how many options it actually lets me put into... 4 is the maximum, so I can't actually check on here. Maybe I'll put it on Instagram stories for fun of which dragon people are picking. That's a shame. Cool. Okay, let me swap to the other screen. And we can do some spins. 7. And we can also do more lottery for the actual entries. Because why not? You know? Why not? Maybe you'll manifest, you know. I don't control the wheel, don't ask me. I am at its mercy, same as you. Okay. Okay. Let me just go onto the correct screen. Okay, first spin. Hey, Zeus. Do you want to spin the wheel? He's like looking like, what is this? Oh, a free scroll for those who bought a scroll. So if you used any points to buy a scroll from the Emporium, you get the exact copy of the scroll you got to use in the future. Free scroll. Congratulations for those who did do that. Logan, you bought scrolls.
Yeah.
To like swap your reads about. So what scroll are people getting? Not in this semester, just in the future. I mean, you can use it in the semester, but it's the last day, so probably not very worth it. Unless it is one to like extend it, which then I guess. A prom change, nice. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. That would be cheating, I believe. That's the word for it. Oh, now I think he actually just wants to play because he's sitting by this. No, I need to cut your nails. I can't play with you because you want to scratch me, buddy. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's do spin number 2. There you go. Pet, pet, pet. Oh, he's getting crazy eyes. This is, I think, the evening zoomies. Oh. Oh no, I didn't want to explain the shoe saga today. Well, for some of you, this is going to be the second shoe. For some of you, will be the first shoe. And you know, I'm gonna keep it a secret. If you want to know the shoe lore, watch the starting stream for the readathon. Yay, 2 shoes! A pair! A matching pair. How beautiful. What a beautiful way to end the readathon. In the first sprint, we have discovered the shoe against any of our wishes. During the all-nighter, we got the first shoe. And now, on the very last day of the semester, we can walk off into our break in between the semesters, fully shoed up. Who would have thought? You know? Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, seriously, look at this. Look at this crazy boy. So what are you doing? What is this? That's what's happening here. That's how we're feeling currently, yeah? He's only okay to do this on Logan's chair because that chair is like very much done for. So he knows he's not allowed to do this on mine, but he can be crazy here. He does need a bag. He still keeps playing with that one, but I think maybe he's getting a little bit bored. So we're just gonna wait and see until the new bag appears from some place that he decides that he likes. If we get another shoe, my Dragonaut Impling is getting it. Oh yeah, he can start like dressing the Implings. Okay. Spin number 3. Are you watching it? That's cute. You get +5 points if your book has sprayed edges. Aw, mine doesn't. It's just a paperback. I know some paperbacks actually still have sprayed edges, but not mine. Did you hear that? That's for you. Doo-doo. Cutie. What? What big eyes. Yay! Kindle. Unfortunate for that one. There is an ebook though on the wheel, so don't lose hope. Nice, nice. Okay, let's see. What is this? Number 4. I still have 0 from this round, actually. Ah, +5 if you watched a movie this week. Ah, I watch shows. I don't think we watched a movie. So not for me. Not this time. Not watching a movie. The B movie. Nice. Do short films count? Unless you mean an episode of a series, then no. But if it's a movie, then yes. Nice, nice. Practical Magic. Nice. Book of Life. Nice. It's like you knew. Did you know? But yeah, short films count as well. Mean Girls. Saw Sinners and loved it. Shrek 2. Nice. They're making a new one. Did you guys see that? They're making the 5th one. How to Train Your Dragon. Pride and Prejudice. Finally got points. We watched Men in Black for family movie night on Monday. Nice. I think the last movie we watched was Mickey 17, maybe?
Yeah.
Perhaps. But it was last week or the week before that, I think. Minecraft movie. Nice. Puss in Boots. Oh, no. They're just making another one. Wicked. Oh, there you go. What are you doing? You going? You're just dangling. What are you doing? There you go. Cutie. Crazy eyes. He is not rested. Why are you? He will require big playtime when I finish, I feel. So no rest for me. Okay, spin number 5. Jeez. What are you doing? See, I will show you what he does actually, in case you ever wondered how we play here. I don't know how you'll be able to see, but it usually goes like this. So I put like a pen through here, and then he goes like that. A lot of the time it's my finger though, because he's very gentle with it, but currently he's just very sharp, so I'm not gonna do that. But that's what we do. I do this, and then he sits here with massive eyes underneath and hunts the pen. So that's the chair playtime. It's like an actual child. I know it isn't, by the way. Oh, okay, plus 10 points if you finish the book today. Very nice. Not me. It's just like, stop, Zeus. I can't do it just now. Finish 2. Nice. Well, still, to clarify, it's still just 10 points. It's not per book, but 10 points is a lot. So, there you go. The Apothecary Diaries. Nice. That's the goal. 40 pages. Nice, nice. I'm doing terribly on this one. Terribly. Number 6, which is okay, but I don't mind it. Ta-da! Plus 5 if you liked anything on Instagram today. I did! Haha. First points. A very random one. And the last spin of the season. Please don't be a misfire. May it not be misfire. Okay. Plus 5 if your current subject is spells and incantations. I actually have to check what the current subject is. Instructions for dancing. Lore. So not for me, but perhaps for some of you. But not those who have already finished. Because of course you are done. Oh, hey, look at that. Nice. And it is. Look at that. What are the chances? Not very high. 1 in 14 is actually the... Well, no, because spells and incantations is actually the most common requested within the careers. Like the career paths have like some lessons that are appearing there less because they're just less used, but spells and incantations obviously is so basic, so it encompasses most of the areas. So that one does have some statistical advantages over there. Okay, so let's go on to our lottery. Let me just update the final number. For now, it's 23979. 23979, and adjust this screen for you. Mainly for this. Can you see? Okay. All right. Okay, may the odds be in your favor. This is for 10 points. We have Blossom from House of the Arcanes for reading for spells and incantations. 10 points. I feel like I'm in Eurovision. 10 points go to Camilla from Order of the Crescent for reading shapeshifting. That also worked for the guild book. Nice. 10 points. Oh, this one's very close by. Sigiric from House of the Arcane for reading for conjuration. Let's see. Again. I'm gonna just believe you guys when you said that this is not boring for you. This is why we're doing it again, by the way. Alice from the Mindwalkers for reading for Art of Illusion. 10 points. I'm going a little bit further down. Order of the Crescent. Zephyr? I feel like we had that before. So this could be double luck, unless I'm just recognizing the name. for reading for Art of Illusion. 10 points.
I like to imagine for like people in Order of the Crescent or Ethereal, Zephyr is like Steve or Bob.
Oh yeah.
It's like a common name.
Yeah, it could be. This is one of the first entries because it's the entry 736 out of many. And this is by Katia for House of the Arcane for reading and conjuration. 10 points. Where is this? For Luna from House of the Arcane for reading for lore. Also, just check with your book title and stuff because Luna is probably quite a common name as well. So, but you'll see if this matches your TBR. You know how to do this. It's all good. And that's 10 points. Next, where are we? Oh, it's another Luna, but this one's Luna Moon. So there's 2 words for this character. Also, House of the Arcane and Alchemy. 10 points. It's really funny. I just said it's common and then we got 2 in a row. And then we have Flint. Let me just double check that you can see. Yeah, you can. Okay. Paranoid. From Order of the Crescent again for reading for Alchemy. Ooh, Keys Delivery. Hope you enjoyed it. From one of the first ones. Well, not the first ones, but 3,000 is still lower than considering the length of this. Figen Ven, maybe? From the Archivist for reading for Shapeshifting, 10 points. Then Madriel Bitterthorn from the Mindwalkers for reading for spells and incantations, 10 points. And we have Sophie Olivent, who clearly has locked 3 books in a row. From Order of the Crescent for reading spells and incantations. 10 points. A couple more. Because assistance is the end, you know. I want to give out a couple more. Eileen Axton from House of the Arcane for Animal Studies. 10 points. And Senara Smith from The Archivist for reading for Shapeshifting, 10 points. Okay, more. Zelira, the Mindwalkers for the LD Adventure book. Nice. Another 10 points. Oh, super nearby, a neighbor practically to this entry. Elowyn Ashwood from Order of the Crescent for reading from Conjuration. Oh, going much higher now to the 6,000s. From the Archivist, from Aurora Blackwood for reading for Restoration. It's a pretty name, Aurora Blackwood. I like that. What's this? Dust. Banana Meat Dust. This is from House of the Arcane, reading for Art of Illusion and also LD A Year Adventure Double Up. 10 points. Ooh, another one under 1,000. 995. This is Atria 0309. And that's the LD Adventure LD Year Adventure April book. What a thing. Okay, couple more. I'm now on a roll. We have Nyx from the My Walkers for reading for Inscription. Then we have Seal Bay from the Archivist for reading for Conjuration. Okay, 3 last ones. Imagine just me sitting here for like hours doing this. Adelaide Monacella Petreka. I don't know, it's actually cutting off. From the Archivist, but I feel like you'll definitely recognize your name here. It's probably one of the kind for reading in astronomy. Number 2 out of the 3. Nixia Lunaria from the Mindwalkers, Art of Illusion. 10 points. And the last one, 62. Entry number 62 out of, what was it? 23,979. That's funny. Okay, this one is Mila Magica from House of the Arcane for reading for astronomy. And the book was Red River Road. Nice. Okay. That's all them points for the semester. I mean, I know I close these semesters off so often. Wait a second, I'll swap back. But every time, it just continues feeling like bittersweet. um, but congrats to everyone who got the points. And for people who just didn't get any points at all or didn't have very much luck on the wheel, well, these ones are going for everyone. Just another 10 points to everyone here for participating and tuning in, or those who are watching later as well. Give yourself 10 points. We kind of do this often, I feel, at the last bit. But I wanted to say another massive thank you for such an incredible round. I will do a little video kind of summarizing everything that's happened in this later on, sometime in May, just to get all the final numbers, some of the stats, recap some of the dragons perhaps. We normally get some bits and pieces like the most commonly read books this semester. I find that one especially fun. But I had such a blast. It was such a different semester, I feel. I really, really enjoyed it. I didn't actually get a chance to ask a couple of things that I wanted to ask in the chat, but it's okay. We'll chat about it somewhere else. Thank you for reading so much. I mainly really hope that from all of the things that we have read, what is it at currently? Again, mind you that I do need to delete some stuff from the duplicates, but we are at 24,000 books and 8,000,255. Oh, and 000. How beautiful for the goodbye bit. What a round number. I like how I put goal 8 million with a question mark when I was setting this up, because I was like, surely not. But here we are. Here we are. But I will get the final numbers and everything. I had such a spectacular time during the semester. It was so fun rescuing dragons with you. I hope that you had a brilliant time as well, and I'm sure we'll speak somewhere else. Make sure that you're in the Discord or on Instagram so we can all interact with one another. And with that, I will say good night. Well done. Happy remaining hours for the readathon if you still have some. Good luck for those cramming those last pages before Orilium shuts its doors for another couple of months, and we will be back with the autumn equinox in September. I'm sure this will fly by and we'll be right back in a blink of an eye, because time is, in fact, just a weird soup, like they say on Critical Role. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping here now. Thank you again so much for participating. This is always the highlight for me. So I hope you had a good time. Thank you again, and have a good night. Bye.